which means the inverse has got to be a square root. Over here it's a square root, so we got to end up with a parabola. But back up over here for a second. If I graphed that, do you guys remember what HK is when it looks like that? Yes. I'm just going to remind myself up here because I just want to show you how it changes. Me identifying the vertex has nothing to do with finding the inverse. I just want to show you that ordered pair is going to switch. All right, so let's follow our steps. We're going to replace f of x with the letter y. Then we're going to switch x and y. And guys, just like last time we got rid of the 8 because it was added, you got to get rid of the 5 because it's subtracted. Always get rid of any subtraction or addition first. So we're going to have x plus 5 equals 2 times y plus 4 squared. Oh, and I told the other classes, hold on a second. Guys, you are never, will you please write this down? You're never going to FOIL. You're not going to do that whole first outer inner blah blah blah. You are also never going to distribute. So if you're staring at that and you're like, oh my gosh, I have to FOIL that. No, you don't. Don't FOIL it. Don't distribute the 2. Don't do anything like that. So from this step right here, we're going to divide by what's in front of the parentheses. So divide both sides by 2. So now we're going to have x plus 5 divided by 2 equals y plus 4 squared. All right. We're ready to square root. I know we're ready to square root because there's nothing behind the exponent. There's nothing in front of the parentheses. So let's square root both sides. So when we square root both sides, it's going to be x plus 5 divided by 2 underneath the square root symbol. But all that other symbol stuff goes away. It's just y plus 4. Now you got to move the 4 over and then change it back to f of x. So the inverse for this is going to be the square root of x plus 5 over 2 minus 4. And we're just going to use that correct function notation. All right, let's plug that in and prove it. So we're going to plug all of that into the letter x for the original problem. So it is going to be 2 times x plus 4 squared minus 5. So if you notice, I left a big gap there because I'm going to recopy all of that where the x used to be. Okay. And then again, right off the bat, you got a 0 pair. Those 4s are going to cancel out. So when those 4s cancel out, this is what's going to be left over in the parentheses. And then again, guys, there's nothing in front of the square root symbol. There's no plus or minus behind the square root symbol. So those are going to cancel out. The 2 and the square root is going to cancel out. So look, that stuff right there, that has to cancel out before those 2's. Those 2's don't cancel on that line of work because that 2's inside a square root symbol. That one's not. Now they can cancel out because that 2 is not inside a square root symbol. So we're going to have x plus 5 minus 5. That leaves just an x, which is exactly what we wanted. All right, let's prove it again. So now we're going to take the original, the parabola stuff. It's off my screen, but it's at the top of your paper. And we're going to plug it in for that x right there. All of that stuff's going in for the letter x. So this is going to be the square root of something plus 5 divided by 2 and then a minus 4 at the end. So I'm going to recopy that whole entire thing. The 2, the x plus 4 squared, and the minus 5. So again, your 5's are going to cancel. And y'all, this time the 2's do cancel. How come the 2's cancel? and they're both underneath the square root symbol. So they are absolutely going to cancel out. So you are just going to have, oh, I didn't mean to grab that. That's not going to match. X plus 4 squared minus 4. And again, the little 2 and the square root symbol just go away. So it's going to be x plus 4 minus 4, which is just your x.